The camera opens on a quiet morning street, bathed in a soft golden light, and the 2026 Honda CB350 stands there like a timeless silhouette, a modern refinement wrapped tightly around nostalgic charm. Today, we're diving deep into what might be one of Honda's smartest moves in the mid-capacity retro segment. A bike that doesn't just rely on nostalgia, but evolves it. This is the 2026 Honda CB350, and if you're watching this on the Bike Bulletin, stick around because this motorcycle packs far more than what meets the eye. As I walk closer to the bike, the first thing that hits me is the clean, classic design Honda has polished even further for 2026. It still carries the old-school round headlamp, but now integrated with a crisp full LED setup that feels premium without breaking the retro mood. Honda has refined the metalwork, giving the tank deeper curves and a more solid feel. The dual-tone paint options have improved richness, and the chrome elements are no longer just accents, they're statements. The seat has been reworked with softer foam density and more lateral support, promising long-distance comfort without sacrificing its slim, vintage silhouette. But the charm of the CB350 has never been only skin deep. This year, Honda made sure performance meets expectations of modern daily riders. The 348cc single-cylinder engine still delivers a smooth, linear torque curve, but tuning updates have improved throttle response and mid-range pull. Power now sits comfortably around 22 horsepower, but the real magic is in the torque. 30 Nm delivered low and early, giving you that delightful grunt every time you twist the throttle at city speeds. It's a motorcycle that doesn't intimidate but still rewards you with every shift. On the road, the bike feels incredibly planted. Honda has reworked the frame rigidity for 2026, subtly fine-tuning stiffness to enhance stability at higher speeds. Paired with a perfectly balanced telescopic front fork and twin rear shocks, and now with revised damping rate tested, the CB350 glides over rough city roads with confidence. Even on longer rides, the bike refuses to feel unsettled. And because Honda keeps weight around 181 kilograms, maneuvering in tight lanes or parking lots feels light, controlled, and predictable. For many riders, that might be the biggest hidden advantage of this bike, how effortless it feels even when you're not fully focused. The exhaust note remains one of the CB350's signature elements, and Honda knows it. The 2026 model delivers an even more refined bass-rich thump, a crisp at idle, warm in the mid-range, and clean at the top end. Honda spent real time tuning it, giving the bike a soul you can actually hear. It's still subtle enough to respect neighborhoods but expressive enough to make you smile each time you start it up. Now let's talk tech, because even though the CB350 is a retro motorcycle, Honda never holds back on smart features. The 2026 version comes with Honda selectable torque control, dual-channel ABS, an assistant slipper clutch, and a new more responsive digital-analog instrument cluster. The cluster keeps the old-school dial design alive while integrating a crisp digital display for fuel efficiency, gear indicators, range estimates, and ride data. Bluetooth connectivity has been upgraded as well. Calls, navigation alerts, and seamless pairing feel smoother thanks to new software tuning. Honda struck a balance between classic appeal and functional modernity, and it shows. In real-world riding, the CB350 excels as a commuter, a weekend tourer, and even an entry-level beginner machine. Its power delivery encourages confident riding, and the comfortable upright ergonomics make long trips surprisingly easy. The wide handlebars and refined suspension create a calm, stable riding experience. Even at 100 km/h highway speeds, the engine feels relaxed, humming at a natural rhythm without harsh vibrations. This is a motorcycle built for people who want to ride every day and still enjoy the small details each time. Fuel efficiency remains one of the CB350's key strengths, and the 2026 update maintains its excellent numbers. Riders can expect around 35–38 km/h depending on traffic and riding style, making the bike an excellent choice for budget-conscious daily use. This efficiency paired with low service costs makes the CB350 one of the most wallet-friendly retro bikes in its class. The braking setup is another area where Honda refines rather than revolutionizes. The front 310mm disc and rear 240mm disc deliver consistent, predictable stopping power. The updated ABS calibration is smoother and less intrusive, giving riders controlled braking even on wet roads. These improvements don't shout for attention, they work quietly to make each ride safer and more confident. Now let's talk price, because Honda understands one thing very well: the retro bike market is getting crowded. The 2026 Honda CB350 is priced around $3,999, or roughly a superscript 12.35 lakh INR depending on regional taxes. This positions it squarely against other retro machines like the Royal Enfield Classic 350, Jawa 42, and Yamaha's updated senior line. But Honda's advantage lies in refinement. The CB350 may not be the most powerful or cheapest, but it's arguably the most polished motorcycle in the segment, offering reliability that stretches over decades. And that brings us to the unique selling points of what really sets the CB350 apart in 2026. First, the build quality. Honda has leaned into premium engineering across every inch of the motorcycle. Switchgear feels solid, chrome elements resist weathering better, and paint durability stands out even after thousands of kilometers. Second, the engine refinement is in a league of its own. No other retro bike in this range offers such a smooth, vibration-controlled, confidence-inspiring power delivery. Third, the tech package ensures the bike remains practical in a smartphone-driven world without sacrificing the essence of retro riding. And perhaps the most important USP is reliability. Honda engineering isn't a claim, it's a track record. For riders who want a motorcycle that will last a decade or more with minimal fuss, the CB350 becomes one of the safest bets available. The 2026 Honda CB350 is not aiming to be the fastest, the most aggressive, or the most flamboyant motorcycle. Instead, it aims to be the most balanced. A motorcycle that respects your daily routine, elevates your weekend rides, and stands proudly as a bridge between two eras: classic motorcycling heritage and modern-day practicality. It's simple, charming, and deeply satisfying in ways many riders don't realize until they actually ride one. Imagine cruising through the city at dusk, the engine thumping softly, the wind light on your jacket, the road humming beneath you. That's the CB350 experience, and uncomplicated, honest, and consistently enjoyable. It's the kind of motorcycle that doesn't just fit your lifestyle, it becomes part of it. So if you're considering a retro bike for 2026, say something reliable, stylish, modern, but grounded in timeless simplicity, the Honda CB350 deserves a serious look. Honda didn't reinvent the formula, they refined it. And in the world of everyday motorcycling, refinement can mean everything. This is the Bike Bulletin, and that was your full deep dive review of the 2026 Honda CB350. If you're planning to buy it, or want comparisons with its rivals, drop your thoughts in the comments. Ride safe, ride smart, and I'll see you in the next one.